Hi guys, welcome back. This is my third time restarting filming this video because the first two times just didn't feel right. So I'm gonna cut out all of my usual personal anecdotes that I usually add to my videos, which will probably be sprinkled in throughout this video anyway. But I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. I want to talk about fresh starts today. As I'm filming this, it is September 2nd. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to editing it, but as I'm filming it, September has just begun. It is the new season, it's fall. The idea of starting fresh, or starting over in some cases, is one that is historically really hard for people, because when you're hitting reset on something, there is a part of you in your ego that has to admit, I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's hard to grapple with because the ego is a bitch. The ego really wants us to hold on to, I am always right, I am always doing everything the way I should be doing it. Anyone who challenges me or my views is wrong. And it's hard to be the person to say that you're wrong and admit that you're not doing what you should be doing in particular cases related to your health or your self-care or your relationships. And the start of the new season, particularly the age-old theme of changing seasons, is a really saturated time for that kind of energy of people wanting to reset. It's very much a similar energy to like New Year's, back to school season, which we're in right now. So there's definitely something really scary about, number one, having to admit that you haven't been doing the things that you either, I never want to say that you should be doing, because at the end of the day, do whatever you want, it's your life, but things that you like in your heart feel like would be the best thing for you and you're not doing it. That's a really hard thing to admit that you are not doing for yourself. Trust me, I know. Second hardest part of that is change, is making the active choice to change and do things that are different than what you're used to usually doing. Things that typically involve challenging yourself in some way, whether it's getting your health in order, eating better, exercising, whether it's going out more, going on dates, whether it's looking for a new job, looking for new schools, which I'm doing right now. It's really hard to balance kicking old habits to the curb and building new habits at the same time. So if you're someone that struggles with change or that struggles with starting fresh or resets, there's no shame in that. It's a really hard thing to do because you're balancing these two really hard tasks at once. Something I've heard people say time and time again is, oh, well, I keep resetting and I've reset so many times. I always fall back into what I used to be doing, or I always fall back into my negative habits. And while maybe that statement feels true, you can also flip it in reverse and it is equally as true. Every time that you've had a negative coping mechanism, that you haven't been taking care of yourself, that you haven't been taking care of your body or your relationships, you fall back into reset and you do it again. And even if it takes a few times to repeat, to reset that into your daily life, you keep doing it. And you keep finding the energy and the power to reset your goals, to reset your mindset. Don't beat yourself up to going back to the energy of your old life. It's your old life. It's the one you've been living in. So of course it's gonna feel familiar. Of course it's gonna feel more normal. A quote that me and my friend were talking about recently that I love so much is, why did you think the universe was ever gonna give you peace in something you're not meant to find peace in? Why do you think it feels bad to not take care of yourself? Why do you think it feels bad to be in these toxic relationships, to not be in a job that fulfills you? It feels bad because you are meant for more. You are meant to find the energy to push through, to do the hard thing, and to ascend and to be better. So maybe it takes a couple trial runs to do that. I'll say myself, you wanna know how many times I've told myself, I'm hitting a hard spiritual reset, I'm gonna work out every day, I'm gonna film videos once a week, at least 3 times where I got in a really productive period, fell out of it. And you know what? I'm starting again. I'm still filming my videos, I'm still walking to the park by myself, not bringing music, not bringing anything to distract me. I'm practicing presence because that's important to me. And the desire for everything that you want was placed in your heart for a reason, because you deserve it and your energy is aligned there at the highest level. So it's hard. It is really hard to say, I'm gonna stop everything that I've been used to doing my whole life and I'm gonna be here. Because it's hard to get up here. This is a lot higher than where you feel right here now. But you deserve to be here. You're meant to be here with all your desires and everything you want to do, with your dream body, with your dream partner, with your dream job, and anything else under the sun that you desire, because you deserve it. So why am I talking about this? My favorite question. It's September, it's the new season. I've thrown a couple details about this in there, but as I've mentioned in other videos, I'm on a gap year from school right now. I'm applying for new schools right now. I'm currently looking for a job, living at home full time for the first time in 2 years. I'm in a really saturated period of change right now, and I have a lot of really steep goals for myself. I fell into a really bad rut at the end of August where I just was not doing what I was supposed to be doing to take care of my health, and I told myself as soon as we get to September, we're stopping all of this. We're cutting the bullshit. I know the kind of life that I want to live, and I'm going to start living it. I have the time now, so I'm going to implement the steps that I need to do to live my dream life. If you need a guide on how to do that, you could look a few videos back on my channel where I lived a day in my dream life, which is something I need to rewatch myself. As I've repeated several times in this video already, it's hard. It's really hard to hit reset and tell yourself that you're gonna start living in a life that you're not currently at. It's gonna take a few steps to get there, and that's okay. The reason it's called change is because it takes time. You're not gonna overnight ascend to your higher self. For 10 years, that might not happen. It's work, and it takes work, and it's gonna take switching things up a few times, because the life that you're switching into, that you're resetting into, could need a reset the next year or the next year. It just keeps going because we're always changing. Change is the only constant. I know that that's an uncomfortable concept for some people to grasp, but it is. Everything is always coming in and out of our lives. It is just monitoring the control of what stays for what amount of time and how we utilize the time we have with certain things. And also, I know everyone doesn't like things taking time because everyone wants to manifest their desires now. You never know when something is meant for you to come. There are so many lovely stories of people finding the loves of their lives at 50 years old. Literally go on TikTok and search up hopecore. If you're on TikTok already, doom scrolling, search up hopecore. Watch 3 videos, you'll be crying, you'll feel better. Because everything that you are meant to have is gonna come to you at the time that you're supposed to have it. And maybe right now, even if you're uncomfortable and trying to change, and it's hard to change and it's emotional, maybe you're supposed to feel those emotions right now. Because the more you feel them now, the stronger you are to enduring it later. And the more you practice changing and implementing these habits, is the more that it's gonna become normalized. The way your old life that you've been comfortable in that hasn't been serving you has been normalized. You are gonna get so comfortable in the new life that you're living and the new ways that you're taking care of yourself and that you're seeing the world and perceiving the world. People always say, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because at some point, the discomfort you feel now is just gonna be your life and it won't be uncomfortable anymore, but you have to start now. I would like to end this video by saying, please be gentle with yourself. Don't expect yourself to change overnight. Just start implementing the small habits. Just start noting them even. Because the more you're conscious of it, the more that you're aware of it, the more you can start noting things or jotting down what maybe your new schedule will be like, what kind of people you want to meet, what kind of job fulfills you. Even just noting those things mentally is a step towards change and is a small reset that you can make now that will come to fruition later. Remember that through all of this work and habit setting and everything, include time for rest, include time for self-care. I'm literally going to block out blocks of my schedule just to play games on my laptop or just to get coffee with friends. I'm getting coffee with my friend in an hour from now. I should walk home soon. Make time for joy and rest in your new habits because those are just as important as all the more productive things that you have to do. All right, I'm definitely glad that I restarted the video again because this is the draft that I want to put out. Happy fall! I'm hoping to see you more this season as I will be home and have more time for filming videos. And as I said, making videos helps me feel good and helps me live the life that I want to be living. So my personal reset goal is just to post more videos. That being said, that is today's video. Happy fall! Hope that you drink lots of apple cider and lots of pumpkin beverages this season. And I will see you again very soon. Bye! Mwah.